Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight? You got me, Howard Brock. It's Friday night, live. We're doing HeroClix tonight from the HeroClix Cafe. I got somebody special with me. He doesn't know what the heck is going on. He's just like off in La La Land, doesn't know what we're doing or anything, and he just is sitting here. This is Patrick. He's one of my grandsons, um, and he's about to find out what all we do every Friday night. So Patrick, wave at everybody. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. He's not my youngest. I really there. See, Dennis said, say hey, Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
So what we I've got a lot of grandkids, and the rate I'm going, I think maybe in another 10 years I might have a grandkid for a different grandkid that I could bring out every week. Right now I got, let's see, we got just um, just his brothers and sisters and himself. We got three boys and one girl, so that's four. And then my daughter has got two, so that's six. And then we got one more on the way um, from Easton. That makes seven, and then we got two here, so that's nine kids. So we got 2 months worth of shows right now, but I'm sure Tanner will eventually have some, and I think that I think that Kelsey is a if. I don't know if she'll have any more. Chelsea's definitely not going to have any more. Houston's not going to have any more. So I think it's up to Tanner and Easton and May. I don't know. I don't know what Patrick's going to do, but I mean not Patrick, but anyway. Of course, we might have some great grandkids here pretty soon. You never know. Adam's getting pretty old. Another 10 years, he might have a kid. That'd make you an uncle. Be Uncle Pat. You want to be an Uncle Pat?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Anyway, Patrick again doesn't know what we're doing tonight. So he's kind of lost. He's going to figure it out though as we go on. So Dennis, I don't know if you noticed or not, but my PayPal got to working. I had to send a bunch of stuff in. It was a pain in the butt. I mean, I had to send them. They wanted documentation off of every sale that we done and proof that we were who we were. And anyway, the pain was getting it all sent in, and it was really kind of silly. Um, and but we did, and they wanted to understand what we were doing. I guess that they have people that use PayPal to do illegal things, and they want to make sure that we were doing legal things. Um, oh, so you guys are you opening boosters right now? Are you talking about? I should be talking about clicks and opening boosters, which we will. But I like to work in some of the everyday life in too. Um, Anyway, so this has been a pretty good week for me. I've got a lot of things planned. Today is I think I posted that. Dennis saw it. I'm not mentioning anything sad. I don't want anybody to be sad, but today was our wedding anniversary for my wife and I, who I lost a few years ago. Um, we are. He's explaining to Pat. He's talking to you, Pat.
Um,
But this was our wedding anniversary, so we got married. I think it was 12 years ago today, and it's even though it felt like we were together a lifetime, and of course we were together quite a while before we got married. But anyway, today was a heartfelt day. But I'm not sad. I mean I can't. I gotta admit that sometimes. There's been moments today when I sit and think, and it makes me sad. But I gotta keep going, and I'm not depressed or anything like that. I do miss her. I miss her every day, and I miss her today especially. But anyway, I'm not gonna dwell on that too long. Just want to let people know that that was going on today, and I went ahead and decided, and I do this a lot. I last minute decision to go to Gen Con. Um, Unfortunately, there were no badges, and I had to pull in some favors. And a friend gave me a badge, so I got a badge. I'm gonna be there the entire time. And then I decided to start delving into actually studying what's been running on the teams. Um, about the time I decided to go is about the time that Ed Berkovitz and Isaac Scott Crampton is not going to Gen Con this year, and Scott was supposed to be their teammate on the team event on Saturday night, and ends up I'm going to be their teammate now. I'm going to fill in for Scott, and we're going to see how that goes. It's a sealed event, which I always like playing sealed. Period. And they're giving out some pretty good prizing and whatnot. So Saturday night I'll be playing. Next Saturday night I'll be playing teams. I'm going to be playing when I go to Worlds. I'm not just playing HeroClix the whole time. I do have tickets bought to play in Nationals. I think that I'm hoping that I think I can make the cut. I think I can make the Nationals. Gen Con's good, Dennis. You need to come. I mean, we got, everything would be easier if you lived not in Mexico, but you lived in Huntsville, Alabama. There's a lot of things that we could do, and your wife wouldn't even be upset at you just leaving for a few days and coming back. Lots of things. You could be going to the Lions show, playing all kinds of games for 3 or 4 days, and bidding on stuff and meeting cool people. You could be going to Gamma with me next year when I go to Louisville. You could be going to all the little cons and back and forth in some of the tournaments around here. I need to convince her that you guys need to live here is what I need to do. It's not that expensive, Dennis. I mean, the flight probably is, but I mean, you would fly here, which, by the way, I was looking at flights to Mexico City today for September. I need to nail the dates down. It looks with you because I want to go ahead and pay for the flight. It's a round trip ticket to Mexico City from Huntsville is a little over $500. Not too bad. So anyway, I got the hotel room. I didn't stay exactly on site, but I'm within 20 minutes of it, and I got a decent hotel. The whole thing, the tickets, badges, and everything are well under $1,000 for me. I know November's what I meant, but anyway, it's going to be. It's not that bad, and see, I can drive up. It's not that I'm driving. It takes me a little over 6 hours to get there, so it's not 6 hours doesn't bother me. Which, by the way, I thought of something for me and you and Raul to do on the way to Worlds. I'm gonna surprise you with it. I've been planning things. I've got some things already planned, but we're going to leave early enough to do this one thing that I want to do, and I'm gonna take y'all there. I think you're gonna enjoy yourselves. It's on the way there. So anyway, going to Gen Con, playing HeroClix. I'm also going to play HeroScape, and I'm also going to play Lorcana. I've already bought tickets and stuff for all the different events. The Lorcana event, I'm not really much into a constructed Lorcana, so I'm going to be playing sealed. They've got some sealed going on, so I'm excited about that. They got other stuff going on, and I'm going to be buying things and doing things and hanging out, stuff like that. So that's coming up next week. I'm planning on leaving on Wednesday and I'll be back on Sunday. I even thought about leaving on Saturday night, but nah. I think I'm playing pretty late Saturday. Also, there's a possibility I could be playing in the finals on Sunday for Nationals. Which, while we're talking about it, I'm playing in Nationals, but I do not like WizKids Nationals. I do not like the format. I do not, in a way, Nationals and Worlds used to be very similar. We would go to Nationals. I remember, it was really weird, but at Origins, we had Nationals and Worlds all at the same week, which was really weird. I didn't like that either. But I don't really like the format that they use for Nationals. They told me 3 years ago they had to do it that way because they came back to Gen Con, which, by the way, if it were my druthers, I'd still be at Origins. Origins gave them the red carpet. I know Origins isn't as big, but Origins is my favorite con, and I would rather have it there. But they moved it. And they went back to Gen Con after being gone, I want to say 4 years or so. No, at least 3, maybe 4. So they went back, and then Gen Con is very, where Origins was, I guess, very exciting. What are you doing? What was that? But they can see you when you do that. All right, so You're on TV. Think of yourself as being on TV right now. You're on monitors all over the world. People are looking at you. They're saying, "Look at that monkey." All right. So anyway, at Origins was very excited. They seemed to be more excited about Whiz Kids being there and gave them whatever they wanted. Of course, it's more and I feel like Gen Con is so big. Hey George, say hello to George.
Hi, George.
George is in the Philippines. George, this is Patrick. So anyway, I don't feel like I'm not gonna say that Gen Con said, "Hey, no, we don't want you there." They didn't do that. I just think they look at. I think they kind of view WizKids as just another somebody, and not even a high tier profile company like some of the other ones do are there. Where Origins was like, "Man, we're so glad to have you. Whatever you want, take this space, put that there, put your booth here. You got it. Whatever." I mean, I just felt like it's a different deal. I realized that I think WizKids feels like it's more important to be at Gen Con because there's more people, more possibilities and stuff like that. But anyway, Gen Con is still fine. I went there when things were normal, when they had big crowds and they ran things, I thought, better. It seems like the first year that we went, they did nationals, and I hate the nationals format. I don't know anybody that likes the nationals format. I mean, I haven't talked to anybody that says this is fantastic or this is great. So what am I bitching about? So what they do is they do 4 pods of 16, and sometimes those are the same players. And so at tops you've got 64 people playing in nationals, and I'm used to going to nationals and there being 100 players or better, but a bigger crowd. And then I'm used to having a day one where we play, and that crowd have all qualified in some aspect to get there, and then they moved on and joined another group, and then when they played into nationals, and then they had a cut, they cut it to top 16, and then we played that on one day, very similar to what they. Abby is Dennis's daughter. She's saying hi to you. So wave and say hi, Abby.
Hello.
So anyway, it's nothing like that, and it doesn't feel like it's as a big of an event to me. So you got 64. 64 at, let's see, 30. Yeah, 64 at best unique people. That's as many as can get into nationals. But you can buy multiple tickets. So if you don't make it one day, you can go to the next day and yada yada. You could actually buy tickets for all 4. As soon as you qualify, there's no need to keep going. In fact, I think there's some risk. I bought multiple tickets, and I'm hoping I qualify. The last time I went, I qualified the very first time, and I'm hoping to do that again. But then they take the top 4 out of each pod, and then they play in a tournament on Saturday and Sunday. We play Saturday, and I think it cuts down to the top 4, and then the top 4 plays on Sunday. I don't like it. I just feel like it doesn't feel big. It doesn't feel like a nationals event. It feels, it just feels like it should be bigger than that. Hey Nicole, how you doing? Oh, look at there. Your dad's watching you now. Your dad's watching you.
Where?
Right there. Sean Paul Nation. He's watching you. You can't see you if you've been there. You got to sit up. So we all see. I told you everybody's gonna be watching you. You can't pick your nose and make rude noises now.
I'm not.
You usually do.
No, I don't.
So anyway, that's my perspective. I don't like nationals. The nationals format. I didn't even go last year, and I don't care if it's 64 single elimination or not. I don't really like single elimination. I think that I like Swiss in a cut. I just think that just don't like. Again, I don't know how to say it. I just don't like it. I also I tend to think that Worlds is just open. We just have an open tournament. I like that. I like the open format for Worlds better than I do the national format for Worlds. But Dennis, who is running nationals in Mexico, uh, he 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 and he reached out to me for some advice on um, how to run Mexico's events, and my advice to him, it's doing something similar but different than what um, they're doing at nationals here, and I don't know exactly what he ended up adopting. He can tell us if he wants to, but it's basically he's got different events and maybe different formats in each different one of them, and then if you win it, you qualify. You get an auto qualification into the finals, and um, then it's adding points up per event, and at the end of it, the top people that have played in all the different events then get to play in the finals for nationals. I like that format a lot better. I think it would be neat to have 2 or 3 tournaments on prior to the nationals, to where you can qualify and earn points, so to speak, and then qualify you into the nationals. But if you win your event, then you can just go straight in. But anyway, some sort of format like that I would like. I'm good, Nicole. I last year I didn't go to Gen Con. I just waited till too long, but this year I'm going to go. I'm looking. I need to get some time away, so I'm looking forward to it. So Gen Con, there was Jonathan and I talked a lot last week. Now if you watched the show last week, that was a kind of a snippet, a prelude to what we're going to be doing. We're working on getting a more of a professional. It's not going to be so professional. It's going to still be a little loose, where we have. It's going to be an hour show. It'll be before this event. So it's going to be like from 7 to 8 every Friday night is our plans, and we will. It'll be structured. We want call-ins. We're gonna add a little bit of professionalism to it. We'll get a song. Don't know what song it's gonna be. We'll get some graphics and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be different than anybody else has ever done. Um, and I'm sorry, I was reading what Dennis wrote. Anyway, that show's coming. Jonathan couldn't make it tonight. But here in the next few weeks, we'll have that show up and running. Speaking of being in Gen Con, speaking of HeroClix, so my thoughts were that maybe I can try. I'm going to be at Gen Con playing next Saturday night. In fact, I'm going to be in a Lorcana event next Friday night. So I can't do the show at this time, but I'm thinking that I may still do it. So I decided that I'd go ahead and buy some more bricks, because these last 2 bricks are the last 2 that I have. I have one more brick at the store, but that's it. And every distributor is sold out of Deadpool. I called every one of them up. I talked to WizKids, told them I couldn't get any. And then at the very end of the day, towards our afternoon, WizKids told me that Alliance Today had Midwest, which is the warehouse I use, had just received in some stock of Deadpool. However, it hasn't showed up, and my rep won't answer her phone, so I wasn't able to get an order in. But if I can get HeroClix here before I leave, I'm going to order Monday morning, or I actually may order over the weekend if they show up. And if I can get them here Wednesday, I may take a case with me and then do a brick break from Gen Con, which also allow me to do some other cool stuff. Not to mention, I may have other things to auction off when I get there. So we may have a show next week. I just don't know what day it's going to be. It could be Saturday night. It could be Friday or whatever. And I'll also have to use my phone, I guess. I'm not going to take all this equipment with me. But anyway, worst case scenario, we'll do it Sunday night. I'll drive back Sunday, and we'll do a show on Sunday night or something like that. But just keep on the lookout. I'll I'll make some announcements or keep you guys up to date. But I don't want to miss a week. I also found out today from WizKids, they gave me a solid date for pre-release and release. Normally we have a 2-week period for from pre-release to release. Personally, I prefer it that way. I wish all games did that. Yu-Gi-Oh does it, and HeroClix does it. But Magic and most of the other guys, it's usually a pre-release and it's 1 week in advance. Now, why do I like the 2-week? One, it allows more stores to schedule pre-releases, but I'll always be like 2 weeks in advance. And the reason that I want to be is because it feels more special. It feels like you're getting something 2 weeks early. Feels a whole lot more special than getting it 1 week early, and it feels like it's a really cool pre-release. So anyway, I told Dennis what those dates were. Dennis helped me out here. What were the dates? I know they're in the end of August. I want to say that they're the last 2 weeks in August, but if I don't have my notes here, will you give me the dates that I told you earlier, please, Dennis? For the pre-release and for the release for Masters of Time. So this is probably the first time that most of you are hearing that, and I can tell you that this is as official as it can be because I heard it from the horse's mouth today, and the pre-release and the release are set on when they're going to be for Masters of Time. And as soon as Dennis gives me those exact dates, I will pass that on to you. Pretty sure it's the last 2 weeks in August, but I'm not positive. So we're about a month away. I need enough Deadpool to last me to at least then, and then we can start doing Masters of Time. So we're not too far away from doing booster boxes of those, which is you sent me hey, what? You don't have to send me a private message. Just say it right here. It's cool. Just tell me what the dates are. It wasn't a secret or anything. I'm actually going to create my events. I might do them tonight for the pre-release and the release. Oh, you did send it. Never mind. He sent me a private message. So the pre-release is August 21st, and the release date for Masters of Time is August 28th. So I'll be running a pre-release on August 21st, which is a Wednesday. It's not too far away. No, if he would have told me if they were, I mean, he knew what I wanted them for, and we're going to. I would have already, if I had time, wasn't dealing with PayPal and stuff, would have already created an event and made it public. So yeah, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it's already up on Alliance anyway. So I think it's fine. And I also, which is kind of fun. Yeah, you heard it here first. The other thing that's funny is that I actually called my distributor that I buy my HeroClix from and told them what the date was so I knew before they knew. Anyway, looking forward to the weekend. There was a lot of concern that we expressed last week about the Poison Ivy team. I still think it's a valid team. I still think that it's good, but it's also a risky team at this point, in my opinion, if you play it. The reason that team was functioning so well is because they were themed. They could, if they won map choice, then they had an extreme advantage. And what they would do is they would play on the long map. And specifically, they would play on Morlock tunnels. So it was very hard to get across the map and get to them. It was a long map, and Morlock tunnels is very restrictive. So what's happened is that WizKids changed the rule. I mean, they made it to where only small maps can be played at Gen Con, and that means that you can get across the board. Also, I think on that Morlock tunnels, it has a row of 2 instead of a row of 1. Therefore, you didn't have to start on the back line. So most, if not all, the small maps, you have to start on the back line. So if you're starting on the back line, I think all the maps that they selected, you're starting on the back line. For that team to be really effective, or what their strategy is to bundle them all together and putting Harley in the middle, because Harley allows the poison ivies to take a maximum of 2 damage. So they had kind of like, usually you don't like to bundle things together in this day and age, but this team actually works really good in a bundle. So you had the effect was that by playing on that map, they were able to position. And number 2 is that it required generally 2 turns to get somebody across. And now not so much. It's very the team is, there's lots of different things I think that can beat the team. And there's some other teams I think I'm probably even worried about more. I was starting to look at some of the teams that were being played. Like I saw, I think it was the Midwest, and they were playing the Colossus Prime on either on a motorcycle or a hell cycle. I don't remember which. So now you got possibly a hypersonic speed Colossus attacking you with mind control. It gets a little crazy. Anyway, so I think one of those, the motorcycle, or correct me if I'm wrong, there's also ways to give Colossus range, but he can't use range because he's got Battle Fury, so I don't know. Anyway, there are some teams out there and some things that's going to be coming about that's going to make it very difficult. You can't. The thing about when you build a team is you have to be aware of the meta and plan against it and know what you're going to do against it, but you can't pick something specifically and say that I'm building to beat this team, because every time that I've done that or seen people do that, they never face the team they planned against, because it's too many people, too many things happen, and you just have to build the best well-rounded team that you can and have a plan, either a plan ahead or make a very quick plan whenever you face something else. And you need to know what your team does, and that's about the best you can do. When I'm not playing on that level anymore, where I'm playing against everything and playing enough meta and knowing everything I'm supposed to do. So I found when I went into big events in the last couple of years that I get stunned usually by facing something that I'm not prepared for, and I have to play it. And once I play it, then I know what I could have done, and that can hurt when you're playing at this level. And that's why I don't think I'm as good a player as I used to be. It's not really that I can't think or do the actual play. It's just I don't play enough on the higher level. When I won Worlds, we were play testing, we were playing every week, it seemed like, in tournaments. We were playing high levels, we were building teams to play against, and we were traveling and playing very often in tournaments that were everywhere, and it's just not that much anymore. Well, I'm going to quit talking, Patrick, and we're actually going to do some things. You're going to have to do things now. Mm-hmm. You know that you have to do an act. You have to dance for everybody, right? Mm-hmm. You don't want to dance? Mm-hmm. What do you want to do? You want to do something else? Mm-hmm. You got to do something to entertain them. That's why you're here. Mm-hmm. You want to sing? Mm-hmm. No? Mm-hmm. What can you do? What kind of talent do you have? Do you think you can open up and show people stuff and go, wow? No? You don't think we can? You mean your brother did so much better than you that you can't top your brother? He's sitting here with me and he talked to everybody and he opened up stuff and he got real excited when they won things. You can't do that? Your brother is better at this than you. I'm never going to let you live that down now. You let your brother beat you. All right. So what I'm going to do first is we've got a huge pile here we got a huge bounty that's running. As I'm going to take all this out, I'm going to put it in this tub so that I can add to this, because it's got so big I can't really add. So let's do that first. Okay. we'll set that to the side. So that's the current bounty, guys. That's all the stuff that's there. That's 3 or 4 weeks worth of stuff, I think. So Patrick, what happens is these guys buy boosters. That's what they were doing over here. Mm-hmm. And if we're going to open their boosters for them, mm-hmm. and if they have, we're going to pick a figure. If that figure's in there, they win all that stuff. Mm. So that's an exciting part of it. There are also possibly $100 figures in their boosters. So they're going to get excited about that too. So cartwheel. Dennis said you have to do a cartwheel, sing, dance. You got to do all that stuff. Hey, Aaron. You know Aaron. Aaron's online now too. He's looking at you. Aaron knows you. You know what I'm talking about? Aaron Morgan. Beard. Used to work at the cafe.
I think so.
Aaron, you did not make a very good impression on Patrick. He doesn't know who you are. I'm sorry.
What color of beard?
Dark. He's dark-headed. He usually comes down with his wife and his little baby, but
yes.
Oh. Okay. Your wife made a good impression on Patrick, but you didn't. He knows who you are by your wife. So your wife has made a good impression, Aaron. You did terrible. All right, Aaron is sending me a message. Let me see what he's sending me. Oh, see? Smile, Pat. He's telling you to smile. You're on camera. You have to smile.
I didn't smile.
Aaron's on his work phone. Really? He says he's so upset that you don't remember who he is. You don't? Oh my God. You should be ashamed of yourself. When I show you this picture of him, you're gonna like, oh, I know who that is.
I do know who Aaron is. It's just, it's been a long time.
No, it hasn't. You just saw. No, you didn't. You just saw him in May at the cafe. Yeah. You sure you know who he is? Mm-hmm. He don't have a picture of himself on there.
Doesn't?
No, he's got a Wolverine picture on there now.
Doesn't he have a?
See, look, we're all over Facebook right now. That's us live. Mm. Everything you do is recorded forever. People are going to be looking at you for 20 years. They can see this recording. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to your whole, because unless you get real good at this and start being active and smiling, I'm gonna send this to everybody in your school.
Nobody at school has a phone. Or a tablet.
I'll send it to your teachers.
Right.
And ask them to share it with your schoolmates. They'll do that for me. I tell them I buy them lunch if they do.
Oh, they definitely do that.
That's what I'm saying. All right. So anyway, let's get busy. These people want to win stuff. So let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and get the prizes in there first. I'll get the legacy card in just a second. So what we do, Pat, is we come in here and we get to add all this stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add an Airwalker legacy card. Got that on the top. We're going to add a Cyclops team up card. I've been looking at this. This, believe it or not, guys, a lot of you guys didn't play back then, but this is from Captain America. And you used to buy one of these. You may not even want to open this if you win it, but you never know. There could be a chase in here. And the chases in Captain America are pretty good, because there's actually a possibility that you could get a legacy chase in here, because I know the weapon X is in here. That's the one with the bubble. So it could be that one. But anyway, these were sold on the counter just like that, and it's got one single figure in it. And it's from the Captain America set, which does have legacy cards. So who knows what's in here. But I thought it would be pretty good to send that out, because I know most of you have never seen nothing like that. And then this is how far back I go in the HeroClix. I go back to the very beginning. So we're going to throw that in there. Right here I've got a Nightwing and Batgirl. We're going to throw that in there. What does Dennis mean? Well, to be fair, he saw me too, and he doesn't remember me. You remember Dennis?
Yeah.
See,
He worked at the Rock Cup.
Yeah, Dennis has outdone you, Aaron. Dennis has made an impression on Patrick as a was he a nice guy?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like him?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You really like Dennis?
Yeah.
Okay. He likes Dennis. Apparently, he doesn't remember you, Aaron, and or like even though you weren't there and was running the judging and everything. You didn't do a good enough job to remember who you are or what you do or anything. Even though you've been around him since he was for 5 years, he doesn't remember you. You just Dennis just got him just like that. Dennis says Aaron 0, Dennis 1. All right, let's throw some more stuff in here. Let's throw a ring in here. This is the Influence Mandarin ring. Let's throw in that's a good one. That works with the movie that's out this week. We're going to throw it because Wolverine uses this in the set. We'll throw out a Muramasa blade, and let's throw out one more thing. I see a Count Nefario over here from Invincible Iron Man. We'll throw that into the mix, and then let's go get our legacy card. That's going to be on the brick. Brand new case. Opening it up for the first time right here.
I think Dennis is excited.
Yeah, they're all excited. And they win something really good. You buy anything tonight, Dennis? Would you like Dennis to move to Huntsville? Mm-hmm. That'd be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. See, Pat wants you to move here too. But you don't care if Aaron moves or not, right? It doesn't really matter.
Isn't he already in Huntsville?
No, he lives in Chattanooga. He doesn't remember you at all.
It's because I'm always sitting down. Because Mom always tells me to sit down.
So it's your mama's fault you don't know Aaron?
I guess.
Chelsea, it's your fault. Everything's your fault. Now you got your husband blaming you for everything, and you got your kids blaming you for everything. It's your fault, Chelsea. She's probably watching this too. She watched when your brother was on here. All right, so there's a legacy card, and we're gonna go ahead and crack this open. Now see, somebody bought all these boosters, Pat. More than somebody. So what we do is we spread them out on the table. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then we're going to number them. And then we're going to open them up in order. And I'll say this is booster number 1. And then whoever won booster number 1 will get whatever's inside. Mm-hmm. So doesn't that sound like fun?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. If I gave you some money, and you like Pokemon, right? Yeah. Which cards would you want to collect more than any? Pokemon? Yeah. Okay. So then I opened up packs online for you, and then you paid me say $5, and then I randomly pulled a pack and opened up something, and you find out what you get when I open it up. Would you be excited about that? Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's what these guys are. It's the same thing except it's HeroClix. So we're going to mix all these up. The reason we mix them up is so that people can't try to figure the system out to where they got the back booster opposed to the middle booster. It's just random. They don't know what they're getting at all. Okay, so then what we do is we come over here and we take the pin like this and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we set them up. And I'm going to open them in order. So that's going to be 1, 2. Then we'll do the same thing with the other brick. We're going to open up 2 bricks tonight, but the other brick will be 11 through 20. And so then they bought these over here. So I can look right there. I can view results. Good if that wasn't there. And that tells me what everybody bought. Okay, how much they paid for it. And then I can go down here. Yeah, well, that's it. Go right there, and it tells me what everybody bought. See, he bought booster number 16. Okay, so when we go to the store and we go to ship them, I can look at the order and I can match that up with the booster, and we ship it to them. Ain't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
Now, you saw us do that this week, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was like, I think on Wednesday, I think we shipped out a bunch of boosters like this. That's what this is from doing this kind of auction. All right, guys, it's time to pick what our figure's going to be for our bounty. So we need a bounty figure. It needs to be a super rare. It needs to be out of the set. First time it's nominated twice. That will be our figure for tonight. So here we go, guys. Fire away. Give me some super rares. Now, Wolverine pool. You notice when I talk that sometimes there's delayed. It's like we're live, but there's like a 3-second delay before they hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, we got a Wolverine pool. Oh, there we go. That was fast and simple and easy. Wolverine pool it is. That got 2 dominations off of Wolverine pool, and that's what we're going with. Wolverine pool is our bounty figure. Here we go. Number 1. See, we open it up, and then stick it right here so nobody can see it. And then we pull the cards. So you're going to get to do this, so you better be ready, pay attention. Think you can do what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what we do, we tell them everything they got. Now, if they got something good, usually I say something like I'll ask who bought this booster or whatever. So here we go. We got an Atlas Bear rare, that's silver. We got a Hydra Agent common because it's white. We got a Bob Agent of Hydra green, that's uncommon. We got a Shadow Star rare. We got 2 rares in here. That's pretty good. And we got a Richter common. So whoever bought booster number 1, they want all that stuff. Okay. So what we're looking for, what we want to pull, there's going to be chases, which are worth a lot of money, and primes, which are worth a lot of money. Super rares are nice too, and we're looking to pull those. But we're also looking to hope that we pull out a Wolverine pool. Then if we pull out a Wolverine pool, then whoever bought that booster wins all that stuff. Pretty cool, huh? So this is what I do every Friday night. All right, so stick that in the floor over there. Well, wait a minute, I can reach it. Sort of. All right, now we do booster number 2. Got it? All right, so I'm leaving now. You take over. Is that okay? Can you do it all? Number 2. This has got one of my favorite figures to play. We do have some dice in here, so that should tell you a little bit. Now see, that guy right there, that's good. This is one of my favorite characters to play. I like when we do seal. We got a Wolverine 003 common, but the one that I like is this guy. It's 001. So this has got a lot. This is full of Wolverines. We got a Wolverine 003. We got a Wolverine 001 common. Then we got an X23 027. We also got a Sabretooth rare. And then we got, see that gold? That's a super rare. So we got a long shot super rare, and this dice belongs to him. So somebody got a super rare there. Long shot's pretty good. Now we're going to do number 3. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. That's a good figure right there. That's one of the best super rares you can pull. So somebody, whoever's got number 3's got a good super rare. We got a time breaker. Don't you like a cockroach? So we got a time breaker common. We got a Cyclops rare. I always save the best for last. We got a Boom Boom uncommon, and we got a Black Widow common, and you got a super rare Magneto. So Magneto's a real good pull. In my opinion, that's maybe one of the better super rares you can pull. I mean, not super rare primes, just straight up super rares. All right, you ready? You gonna read? You want to read the cards? Think you can do it? Okay, I'll help you. Okay, Pat's gonna do this one. Now, I'll hold them this time for you. You tell me what they are. Who is that?
A forge.
Okay, speak up real loud.
A forge.
And what does that mean? Silver. Rare. That's
Rare.
right. Okay. And then we got a what?
An Iceman. Common.
Common.
Black Widow common.
Yeah.
Lady Mastermind common.
Yeah. And then the upside down one.
White Fox uncommon.
You got it. Good job. You're paying attention after all. All right. We'll go to booster number 5. I'll do this one. We'll go back and forth, okay? See, it's kind of fun, isn't it? Wait till we pull something really, really good, which we kind of just did. All right, let's see. See that color? That's something altogether different. Okay, so the first thing we're going to ask you is, what are we on? What number, Pat? Do you remember? Who? 5. Who's got number 5? Speak up. We can look over here too. Number 5. See if you find booster 5. Whoever's got 5, speak up. See a 5 anywhere? 17, 7, 11, 6.
8, 16, 18, 19, 10, 13, 1.
There it
5.
is. My buddy Jay Major, which he's probably not watching it, but Jay Major, who has extreme luck and buys a lot of stuff, won this booster. And he's going to be real happy with what he got. He got a Beast Rare. That's a real good figure. He got an Outlaw Uncommon. He got Jeff the Land Shark Common. Isn't he funny? He got a Hydra Agent Common. And we got a Zombie Wolverine Chase. So congrats to Jay Major, who is probably not watching. Yeah, Jay and Jalen are really good friends of mine in Easton. They come down every time. I don't know if you met them or not. All right, so what booster are we doing now?
Number 6.
All right, this is going to be the one you call out, right? All right, so that was our chase. We still may have a prime in here, and we're still looking for the bounty figure. We're looking for a Wolverine pool. Now, Wolverine pool is red, and he's got his arms like that, and he's got these big, huge, long claws. He looks like Freddy Krueger. Okay, what do we got?
We got a Deadpool common. A Multiple Man common.
I had somebody buy 29 Multiple Man from me the other day.
Deadpool Robot common.
Yeah, that's a figure that I'm down on. I don't think he's very good.
Lady Deathstrike rare.
Yep. And last one.
Deadpool uncommon.
You got it. We also got a dice in there, so you get one of the generic dice. Moving on to number 7. Think it's Lucky 7? You do? Think it's Lucky 7? Sometimes it is. Well, I'd say this is pretty good. It's sort of lucky. That one right there is a really good figure. So we got Give you a clue. We got dice in this one too. This time it's my turn to call it. We got a Lady Mastermind common, a Copycat common, a Morph uncommon, who surprises me how good he plays in sealed. I didn't think he'd be that good, but he is. And we got a Jubilee uncommon, and last but not least, we got a Domino super rare with her dice. Number 8. Pat, what are we doing in the morning?
Going fishing.
Yeah. What were we doing before we started doing all this? Getting our fishing stuff out. I'm going to catch more fish than you. I'm going to catch a bigger one. You think you're going to catch a bigger one than me?
I don't know if I'm going to catch anything.
You're going to catch something. I'll throw you in and make you swim and catch fish if I have to. You'll catch some.
I've grabbed a lot of fish when in the sea, but they slipped out of my arms.
All right, so here we go. We got it's your turn.
Yeah, we got a Timebreaker common, a Morph uncommon, a Jean Grey rare, Wolverine common, and an Iceman common.
Okay. Got 2 left in this brick, Pat. You know what happens after this? We add more stuff in for prizing, and then we open up another brick.
And whoever gets the bounty.
Yeah, yeah. Now, they may not anybody get the bounty. That's why I let them choose. But we may get it before then too. We could get a Wolverine pool before we get to the next one. Then we reset it. Oh, you think that's funny, don't you? You like that? You know, that's the one we called out earlier, and that's another one. All right, so we got a Jeff the Land Shark common. We got a Sheriff Deadpool rare, good figure. We got a Sunspot common, another good figure. We got a Richter, who is like he's useful, but he's not fantastic. And we got the little Wolverine Wolvie. Patrick thinks he's funny. All right, last chance on the first brick at winning the bounty. So we're looking for a Wolverine pool. See, look at that. That's the Wolverine pool. See? Mm-hmm. That's what we're looking for. All right, this is your turn, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We got a Cannonball common, James Holloway uncommon, Copycat common, Diamondback common, and a Mime Pool or rare.
Yeah, see, he's funny too. You know what a mime is, right?
Yeah.
And so that's a mime pool.
Yeah, Deadpool's already funny. And
Yeah.
mimes are
Real funny.
both of them combined.
How annoying do you think that Deadpool would be as a mime? He does a pretty good job without being a mime, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So that figure, that one that I showed you that I said was worth money, it's worth nearly $100. So somebody it's a zombie Wolverine, so you can win stuff, get pretty good stuff out of here. All right, so let's do our prizing first. Let's pick out some more stuff. Let's go over here. We'll do a Star Sapphire out of War of the Light. Throw that in there. Let's throw in a, that is Proxima Midnight Spear, WKO prize. Wonder Woman Legacy card. Marvel Girl Team Up card. Then we'll grab something over here. Let's grab this guy. This is Desparo. He's a super rare, and I think he's out of Justice League Trinity Wars. Yep. So that's that, and then we throw in. Now, see, when somebody wins that, these are legacy cards. They look like that. They're worth a little bit of money. They're out of the newer set, so people want them. When we go over this, when somebody finally wins, we'll have to go over and show them everything that they won, and then we'll have to open all these up at the same time. So that's going to take a minute because there's a lot of stuff here, isn't there?
Yeah. this last spot for
No, this is it. I did 4 one night, but typically we just open up the case every week. I think the case is enough. I may do 4 again at some point, but it'll be a special occasion. Like when the next set comes out or something, maybe do it then. Oh, you guys, are you guys excited about Masters of Time? I think that we're getting a lot of meta for Masters of Time for sure. And I think the figures are pretty cool. Everybody's kind of got quiet on us, if you noticed. Nobody's talking.
Yeah.
Dennis must be putting this girl to sleep or something. Alright, so we're going to mix this up. Aaron's working. Okay, so now we get to number them again. Start off with what? What number?
Or 11.
That's right. 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yeah, so a friend of ours, his name is Saul, he designed the Constantine figure that's coming out in Masters of Time. Just like I did the Shazam figure. I don't know if you remember that or not, but I designed the Shazam figure years ago. He got, because he won Worlds 2 years ago, he got to design a figure, and his figure just got released. And 20. So since we didn't pull the bounty figure stays the same, and we won't reset until the next brick. Even if we were to win, there won't be a bounty figure until the next brick. But that'll be okay. All right, we're looking for a Wolverine pool. We got number 11. Whose turn is it? Mine or yours?
Yours.
Okay. Oh, historically, almost every that's a good one. Historically, almost every Constantine that I've seen made has been a good figure. I've used them before in the past too. Okay, so we got a Copycat common, a Deadpool common, a Forge rare, a Morph uncommon, and we have a super rare in here. It's a Scarlet Witch super rare. That's our first super rare out of this brick. Number 12. This is your turn. You want to call out that Wolverine pool, aren't you? All right. Mystique.
We got a Mystique uncommon, Deadpool robot common, Diamondback common, Multiple Man common, and a Sabertooth rare.
There you go. Now we got number 13. So 13, is it unlucky or lucky, you think? Maybe it's unlucky for everybody else, unlucky for who got it. Or maybe it's unlucky for who got it and unlucky for or lucky for everybody else. What do you think? I've seen 13 be good pools. Ooh. I know what that is. My turn, right?
Yep.
I don't know what's underneath him. Okay. You should look at this guy when I call him out. He's kind of funny. He's right there.
Yes, I saw like a bajillion of them at.
Oh yeah, so you've already seen him.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a Sunspot common, a Panda Pool rare, a Cannonball common, an Iceman common, and a Scout uncommon. Constantines are cool. All right, this is your turn.
A Psylocke rare, Iceman common, Lady Mastermind common, Dakin uncommon, and a Black Widow common.
All right. And what number was that?
14.
All right. Moving on to 15.
15's always been my lucky number.
15's your lucky number? All right, so Pat says this is a lucky number here for somebody. And I will say it is not bad. Not bad.
15 or 17?
Oh, 17 also? I'll tell you something funny in a minute. When I think of numbers, I always think of a football player that's attached to that number. Like, there's been a lot of 13s, but Dan Marino's the first figure I think of. All right, so we got a Wolverine common 001 and a Wolverine common 003. Then we got a Strive 025 uncommon. We got a Storm super rare. It's the A version, not the B version. And we got a Kid Omega uncommon. You also get a one of the generic yellow dice.
I think that box said I will be next.
All right, so now we got number 16. The other thing I'll tell you about John Constantine's, for the most part, even the old ones hold their value. The John Constantine still bring pretty good money. All right, so this is your turn, right? Okay, let's flip these around. Oh.
What's that one called?
All right, who has number 6? Is it 16? Who has number 16? Somebody call out. $16. Do you see 16 up there anywhere? There. Jasperado. He's a regular too. Or Jasperado. Jasperado, number 16. Congrats. You're going to be happy. We call out that one last. Okay? So.
Outlaw uncommon. Kid Omega uncommon. A Sunspot common. Jeff the Land Shark common.
And, drum roll.
A Patch.
Chase.
Chase.
Got a Chase. Patch. That's good. That's a good booster pull. So, congrats, Jasperado. You got the Chase there. George, I assume you're still here. I'm still looking for your figure. I am going to Gen Con, and so I have opportunities to be around a lot of people, and I'll be playing all week, and hopefully I can win one for you or something. But and I also I do have more Deadpool coming. I didn't think I was going to, but I'm now going to have more Deadpool, and so just hang in there with me, man. We're gonna get you one.
Oh, look. Mom.
Mom's there now. Where do you see Mom at?
Right.
Oh, I see. Yep, she is up there. Did you give her a wave? All right. Whose turn? It's my turn. We got a Copycat common, a Timebreaker common, a Boom Boom uncommon. That's funny. And we got a Multiple Man common, and we got another guy, Mind Pool rare. So how'd you like the Deadpool movie earlier today? It was good, wasn't it? I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. We didn't see Deadpool. I'm teasing his mother. I'm going to go see it Sunday. Dennis tells me not to spoil it to him because he thought I was going to see it last night. All right. Good night, Hattie. Good night, Dennis. There you go. Tell him good night.
Good night, Dennis.
It's her bedtime. Okay, so this is a good one too, Patrick. Is it your turn?
Yep.
All right. So who has what booster are we on? We're on 18. Who has booster number 18? I think it was at the top. I remember seeing that, didn't I? Oh, wait a minute. 18.
Right there. Going.
Yeah. Ah, George. We were just talking about George. Yeah, George is from the Philippines. All right, George. You did pretty good on this one. Your turn, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So this one I'm gonna have to go over with you. So don't we'll do that one last.
A Jubilee uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
Hydra agent common. Cannonball common. A timebreaker common.
All right. So this is a rare. But see that little green right there?
Mhm.
See that B? That makes it a prime. So you're going to call it out like that, and then you're going to say rare.
Prime.
Yep, you got it.
A rogue rare.
Rogue. No, not
Or
rogue.
a
A
rogue
rogue.
prime. Or a rogue rare prime.
You've seen X-Men, haven't you? That's Rogue.
I've never seen that one.
You've never seen that one? I'm going to have to watch. I'm going to have to put X-Men on and watch it with you. It's a really good show. She's the one. Which X-Men have you seen?
I've seen the one where like they break into the place with. I think either was X-Men or Wolverine.
Okay. Well, Rogue's the one that grabs a hold of you. She can't touch anybody. She sucks the life out of you and gets your powers. See, George said thanks. I didn't do it. He did it, George. Thank Patrick.
Yeah.
All right, so number 19. This would be my last call out. Patrick still got number 20. I think we still have one super rare left. I wasn't keeping a good count, but if we do, we still got one more shot at it after this for the bounty. Got a Cyclops rare, a Wolverine common, Atlas Bear rare, Wolverine common, that's the 003, and then we also got a Wolverine 017 common. There's 3 Wolverine commons. They're all different, but they're all Wolverines. All right, last one. Oh, George has got number 18. Well, good luck, George. I hope that Wolverine Pool is in here. That would be pretty awesome.
He also got number 8.
Okay, I don't remember. All right, so this is not bad. This is not bad. Need the cards.
There's no cards.
I don't see any cards. I thought something hit. Do you see cards on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this will be the second booster that I've got with no cards, if that's the case. I thought I felt something hit me. Maybe it was just one of those things. Well, George, don't fret. I've got plenty of cards for all these figures, even the good one that you got. I'll just send something into WizKids and get a card replacement, so no big deal. You ain't got to worry about that. So I'm going to have to call this one out because we have to go by the figures.
Yeah.
All right, so you got a Lady Mastermind common. You got a uncommon. Who is that? Oh, X23. And then you got a Dakin uncommon. And then you got a Richter common. And you also got you got a super rare. Wasn't the super rare we wanted, but you got a Cable super rare. So that's not bad. I got cards for these at the store, and I'll just send in my replacement just for the Cable with WizKids and get a card replacement. So no worries there. That's the second book. When we started doing Deadpool, the very first booster that I opened up had no cards. This is the second booster I've had that's had no cards, but there's been a lot in between here and there. I mean, well over 100 bricks between the first and the last, but still it sucks, especially when there's a super rare in it. It's just okay. Well, no cards, guys. That's it. Did you have a good time?
Yep.
Was it funner than you thought it was going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. You thought you were going to sit in here and be bored, didn't you? Yeah. I don't ever let you be bored, do I? No. All right. So tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. Have a good night. For those that are going to Gen Con, I'll see you next week. And I will update you on what we're going to do as far as the next show next week. I'm not sure. But if I can figure out a way to have it, even if it's from Gen Con, which would be kind of cool, I will try to have it next week. And may have to do it a little bit differently. But we'll figure it all out. And I enjoyed it. After just good night, I guess. And we're going to go get our fishing stuff ready, right?
Yep.
All right. Night, everybody.